Imagine pulling a single penny from your pocket and discovering that, in a rare case, it could be worth more than $100,000. Sounds impossible, right? But one ordinary-looking 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent has become one of the most fascinating modern U.S. coins ever made. While the vast majority are only worth 1 cent, certain rare varieties, high-grade examples, and unusual mint errors may be worth hundreds, thousands, or even far more, depending on their condition, grade, rarity, collector demand, mint errors, and professional authentication. Before you spend another 1982 penny, you might want to take a much closer look, because today's story could completely change the way you see loose change forever. To understand why the 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent attracts so much attention, we have to go back to a period when the United States Mint faced a growing financial problem. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the price of copper increased dramatically. Producing a 1-cent coin from mostly copper was becoming too expensive. The mint needed a solution, and 1982 became the year that changed everything. That single year marked one of the biggest transitions in the history of the Lincoln cent. Instead of producing pennies with a traditional bronze composition, the mint began switching to a new zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This means that 1982 pennies were struck using 2 completely different metal compositions, making the year far more complicated and collectible than many people realize. But that's only the beginning. Collectors quickly discovered that 1982 wasn't just about 2 different metals. The coins were also produced with both large date and small date designs. Add in the Philadelphia coins without a mint mark and the Denver coins carrying the D mint mark, and suddenly there are several major varieties to search for. This combination created one of the most exciting treasure hunts in modern American coin collecting. Now here's where things become even more interesting. Most 1982 pennies are common. However, some rare combinations, unusual striking errors, and exceptional high-grade examples have captured the attention of collectors across the country. That's why experienced coin hunters never ignore a 1982 penny. One of the easiest ways to begin checking your coin is by looking at the date itself. The large date and small date varieties have noticeable differences once you know what to look for. On the small date version, the numbers appear slimmer and more delicate. The large date version has thicker, bolder digits with a different appearance, especially in the shape of the number 2. But don't stop there. The weight of the coin can reveal another important clue. Traditional bronze pennies generally weigh around 3.11 grams, while the newer zinc version weighs about 2.5 grams. A simple digital gram scale can often help separate these 2 major compositions. Now imagine finding a variety that collectors have spent years searching for. Among the most famous discoveries is the 1982 D small date copper cent. This variety is considered extremely rare because Denver was expected to produce small date cents only on the new zinc planchets. A genuine copper example is one of the greatest modern Lincoln cent discoveries. In rare cases, a professionally authenticated example may be worth well over $15,000, depending on its condition, grade, rarity, collector demand, and authentication. Some exceptional examples have attracted even greater attention among advanced collectors. As exciting as that sounds, the story doesn't end there. Mint errors have always fascinated collectors because they transform ordinary coins into unique pieces of mint history. During production, mistakes occasionally occurred, creating coins unlike any others. For example, an off-center strike happens when the blank planchet is not perfectly aligned before being struck. If the date remains visible, these unusual coins often attract strong collector interest. Depending on the percentage of the off-center strike, overall condition, rarity, and authentication, certain examples could be worth several $100s or considerably more. Another popular error is the clipped planchet. This occurs when a blank is improperly cut before striking, leaving a curved section missing from the finished coin. Genuine examples are collected across every U.S. coin series. Broad strikes are another possibility. Without the retaining collar during striking, the coin spreads outward, creating a larger appearance with missing edge details. These dramatic errors often become conversation pieces within the collecting community. Then there are double dies. A true double die is created during the die-making process rather than from damage after circulation. On these coins, certain letters or numbers may appear doubled under magnification. Authentic doubled dies can generate significant collector demand. In rare cases, a dramatic authenticated doubled die example may be worth several $1,000s, depending on the visibility of the doubling, condition, rarity, collector demand, and certification. Now here's something many new collectors overlook. Condition can be even more important than age. A common 1982 penny that spent decades in circulation may still be worth only face value, but an example preserved in nearly flawless mint state condition may become dramatically more desirable. Professional grading companies carefully examine every detail, including strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal. Even a tiny difference in grade can produce a major difference in market value. Some superb gem-quality 1982 Lincoln Memorial cents have sold for impressive amounts at public auction. A top-grade certified example could be worth more than $8,000, depending on its exact variety, condition, collector demand, rarity, and professional grading. That's why serious collectors never judge a coin by appearance alone. Many people also forget to check for mint marks. Coins struck in Philadelphia during 1982 generally carry no mint mark, while Denver issues display the familiar D beneath the date. Different combinations of mint mark, composition, and date style create entirely different collectible varieties. This variety is exactly what makes the 1982 series so exciting. Instead of searching for only one valuable coin, collectors are actually hunting multiple different possibilities hidden within the same year. Even today, unopened rolls, old coin jars, inherited collections, and forgotten piggy banks continue producing surprising discoveries. Every once in a while, someone notices a detail that everyone else missed. That's the thrill of coin collecting. You're not simply searching for money, you're searching for history. You're searching for a mistake that escaped quality control. You're searching for a rare survivor preserved for decades without anyone realizing its importance. And sometimes, that search pays off in remarkable ways. There have been authenticated modern Lincoln cents with unusual errors or exceptional preservation that attracted intense bidding when offered at auction. While these outcomes are uncommon, they remind collectors why every coin deserves a careful inspection before being spent. In rare circumstances, a spectacular 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent with an exceptional combination of rarity, condition, mint era, and certification may reach values exceeding $100,000 in the collector marketplace. These cases are extraordinary rather than typical, and they depend entirely on professional authentication, rarity, collector demand, and overall quality. That's exactly why experts recommend examining every 1982 penny carefully before placing it back into circulation. You never know whether the coin sitting in your change is simply another ordinary cent, or an overlooked collectible waiting to be discovered. So the next time someone tells you a penny is only worth 1 cent, remember this remarkable year in American coin history. The transition from copper to zinc, the large date and small date varieties, the different mint marks, and the possibility of rare mint errors have made the 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent one of the most fascinating modern coins ever produced. Now it's your turn. Have you ever found a strange-looking 1982 penny? Does yours have a D mint mark? Have you checked its weight, date style, or searched for possible mint errors? Let everyone know in the comments below because your discovery might inspire another collector to check their own pocket change. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden story behind the 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden treasure that could be sitting in everyday change. Until next time, keep looking closely, because history sometimes hides in the smallest coins.